Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Esteemed Gentleman podcast for Monday, July 18th. I'm your host, Scott Labrie, and joined alongside me, we have Uncle D-Bag, Tyler Sunt,
Hello.
with a nice orange glow, I must say.
Yeah, I got the white balance. Is a little fucked on my
Wow.
camera.
Oh, well.
And all day, Eric DeShane.
Hello.
How's it going today, guys?
Very
Hot.
good. Very
Hot.
Hot.
sweaty,
Yes.
dripping with
It was not
summer.
as bad today as it was last couple days, though.
Yesterday was bad.
Yesterday was
brutal.
brutal.
Yesterday was bad, yeah.
Yeah.
Like now, it's about 5 o'clock right now here. The sun's starting to like crest over the shade and into the windows now at the condo, and it's going to get hot here right away.
Oh, yeah.
Turn the AC on
Direct.
right away. It's starting to feel a
Yeah.
little already here. It's getting warm.
Yeah.
And when it faces the west like it does, it's bad.
I learned on TikTok today, put tinfoil on your window.
Saw that too.
And I'm
Reflect
like,
sunlight. I feel like
you
that
should
would.
probably get a curtain.
I guess it's like the same
Mhm.
thing with roasted potatoes, isn't it? It would just superheat your fucking house.
I
Wouldn't
mean, no, it's a
Or is it
reflective
depends on
surface. So
what
this
side is
it
on
it
there?
was still gonna be hot. I'm sure if you touched the tinfoil, but
Oh, yeah,
it wouldn't absorb the heat wouldn't absorb as far in as it was an open window, right? So it kind of
Does
just
your
it reflects the heat back towards the outdoors. But yeah,
does your window face a road at all?
yeah, that's the thing too. Is
Just when you're
it's like
driving by.
it's
Pew!
yeah. There's a few houses in town. You see they have the west facing windows and they have tinfoil on. And like I know why it's there, but it still looks a little off. Grow up going on there or something. So yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely hot. Like before going to bed yesterday, I was just like, just grabbed a fucking frozen bag of vegetables and just like started just put it on my neck. That way it just like freeze me, and it worked pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And I woke up with peas in my bed. No, I'm just kidding. Tyler, you muted?
Oh, is he
Yep,
muted now?
I am.
There you
Okay.
go. Yeah.
My bad.
It's
Okay.
all lips moving,
Pushing off my
nothing coming
freezy.
out.
Whoops. I didn't want to hear the crinkle of the paper, the ASMR of eating a freezy.
I was gonna try that yesterday when you gave us freezy, but have you seen this other TikTok? Because I'm all TikTok these days, but where you can like just like snap it in half.
Yep.
Open it.
Yeah.
Have you tried it?
Oh yeah, I believe it.
I
Yeah,
have tried it.
yeah.
Sometimes they work. Sometimes
it
it's
doesn't.
like it does not. Yeah.
I mean, like then you just have two fucking freezies to hold, and I don't know if that's
Mm-hmm.
as good or what.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I don't see the big benefit. It saves you the trip of getting a pair of scissors
Yeah. Woohoo.
and having to rinse them off after. I guess I don't know.
True.
That's assuming if you want to share your freezy with somebody, which I do not. So
Mine.
mine.
So you guys have do anything special this weekend?
I filmed another wedding yesterday.
Well, yeah.
And it was very hot. It was an outdoor wedding, but it went very well. It was very nice. And then we ended up going into the hall, the venue. We all pretty much cleared out of the hall when supper started because it was so flippin' hot in there. And they said, you know what? Let's just move everything out to the beer gardens because it was at a hall that had beer gardens.
Oh, yeah.
So we did that, and it worked out really well. It was awesome. It was a lot of fun. Very laid back. And it's the first time I've gone to a wedding where it was BYOB. And it was perfect. I'm like, man, you could save so much money on your wedding venue if everybody just brings their own booze. And there is a surplus of booze on top of that. So, like, you're not having to worry about running out. So you just basically bring what you want. And people are handing them out and passing them around. I'm just like, man, this is the way it should be, man. It was awesome. So there was that. And then there was a potluck dinner, I believe. So people just kind of brought their own stuff, too. And there was cabbage rolls and pulled pork and roast beef and fucking...
Oh, damn.
Yeah, pasta salad, shit. Oh, man. One of the perks of being a wedding videographer, you get to eat, you get to drink. I didn't drink because I didn't have a DD, obviously, but they wanted me to. They wanted me to stay and drink and stuff, but I was like, better not. Yeah, it was good, though. It was really good. It was really fun.
Nice.
Really awesome couple. It was really good.
Good.
You, Eric, do anything special?
No, not really. I've been feeling like shit all weekend. So like I had a hard time sleeping last 2 nights here because of the heat mostly too. It's so hot in here.
Yeah.
And just like a constant like feeling of just never something wrong with my stomach or something going through something right now. I took a COVID test. I'm still negative, so nothing to do with COVID. Just a bit of a
Yeah.
flu or something going on. I don't know what, but it's like I was supposed to go for breakfast this morning. My dad's I'm like, I just don't feel like it. I just feel like absolute trash right now. So
Yeah.
yeah, just been taking it easy, watching some stuff, and
Yep.
yeah, just yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
just feeling off, feeling weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ever since the wedding, I got this like weird kind of cough that I've been having.
Mm.
So
Yeah, none
Yeah.
of that. No cough. No, just like stomach is always off.
mm,
Nothing feels comfortable right now. It's just a weird feeling. So yeah,
yeah.
I think maybe
Huh.
I've been downing a lots of water these days and it's feeling better since then. But I know most of the week with how stressed I was, I didn't do much of that. So
Well, that's
Mm,
probably
yeah,
what it was. I think with the wedding,
hmm
with the drinking, and just being so busy too.
and
You
the
were
stress of last
busy.
week. Yeah,
You had your holidays and shit like that too, and
yeah. The week
whatever.
after holidays is never a good week.
No.
I'm always struggling for
Yeah.
just catch up and just dealing with some bullshit here and there. And yeah, so.
That'll do it. Stress is a big cause of that.
hmm
Well, even with my colitis too, they said like it could have been a lot of things, but they said, "Were you pretty stressed out?" And I thought of all the things that were stressing me. I'm like, "Yeah, probably." And they said, "Yeah,
hmm
that's a huge contributing factor because your stomach
hmm
just churns and churns and churns, and your body's just like, okay, no, that's enough of that. Ulcify it, make it worse."
Yeah.
But yeah, could be stress.
hmm
yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, just how it is. Mhm.
All right.
hmm I had a
What about you,
chance
Scott?
to go to that air show this week, but
Mhm.
I was like, you know, what? After last weekend, I just need to stay home for a
Yeah,
weekend and
Mhm.
just relax.
That was the thing too, because this was the first weekend in over a month where I had nothing planned. So I was like, well, it's a good timing too, just to take it easy and just relax and
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
yeah,
So
And it's too hot to
yeah.
go
that's good
anywhere.
too. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, lost you,
did I
bud.
lost it? Okay, I'm gonna go get another battery real quick here,
Okay, pause.
if you want.
If you want no. No,
I'll be back
otherwise
2 seconds.
I saw some photos of those of the Azure looked pretty fun, but I've been to a couple and it didn't intrigue me too much, but I mean,
Yeah,
cool, but I know I would have been a miserable asshole in the heat all day like that if I would have went.
yeah,
I don't do heat at all, and this is too much for me even right now. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. It's like same thing. It's like, cause then Kent was trying to get me to go. He's like, "Come on, man,
Mm.
you love Top Gun Maverick. You gotta go see the real things." It's like
Yeah.
I also love Fast and Furious, but I don't want to go like to like a car race. I've been to some of those, and those are like, meh, you
Mhm.
know.
Yeah. No, we went to the big one was always in Lethbridge. Where we go visit my aunts and uncles down there. We watched the air show there, and it was cool. But like, again, like I had more fun looking at they had vehicles and planes and stuff like that just parked. You can go in and look and see.
Mm,
Like there was a couple jets you can go up and sit in the cockpit for and wait your turn to that, or go on like a helicopter one and just check them out and physically see them. That was a lot more fun with that I found than at the actual air show. Seriously, you're looking up the whole time, you're seeing little dots in the sky. It's cool, but it just didn't appeal to me like as much as just seeing the physical planes themselves. That was a lot.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if they
Yeah,
had that,
Carly and
it
Leia
might
went
have
to
went.
that.
Yeah. If they had that, it probably would have been cool to check out, just to kind of look at the planes physically and see how they are again. But yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carly was sending me videos and pictures the whole time, and apparently there was an F-20. And I'm sorry, not apparently, there was an F-22 there,
Ooh.
and they were only
Fuck.
there for that day because he was on his way back to Vancouver, and he was doing like he would just be flying,
hmm
and all of a sudden it almost looked like he was just like dead stop, and then he just like turns and
Yeah.
straight up into the fucking stratosphere, man, just gone into the
Yeah.
sun.
They can do those maneuvers, those new jets. Yeah. They can just,
Oh,
yeah.
so cool. One of my favorite jets of all time,
hmm
honestly. Like it's
hmm
ever since the F-22 came out, I'm like, man, this is the
The
future, man.
sad
This
part is
is
that's already
so
a
sick.
20-year-old jet.
I
When you think
know
about it, it's
it's
disgusting. It's like one of the best
yeah,
ones they ever made. Old now.
stealth
Fuck.
fucking
Yeah.
fighter jet can target 20 different things from like 5 miles away and just
Mhm.
all missiles just gone. And you don't even see it coming either. Like it's just doesn't even make sense.
Nope.
It's crazy.
Now it's all about the F-35 and that
Yeah, because
bullshit.
it can actually like do vertical takeoff and landing and
The
fucking
ones that are made for it, they can.
No, it's like a
But
VTOL or whatever.
yeah,
VTOL, yeah.
VTOL, yeah.
Like the one
But
on Live for Your Die Hard, the one that was shooting at
mhm,
Bruce Willis on
Oh
the
yeah,
bridge there.
fuck.
Had that turbine on the back and just
yeah.
like it can just go like that and then it can activate burners on the back too and haul ass. Pretty sweet. That might have been a prototype too. I don't know if that was
Oh,
the actual one or not.
I remember
knows?
seeing about that because that was the
I know it's all
goal.
CGI, so who knows?
Yeah, the goal of the F-35, reason why it was so expensive to develop, was that was like supposed to be all those planes in one, the VTOL, the F-22 fighter, all in one, but
Yeah.
they could never make it work.
First response, instant, fucking
Yeah,
like from the
it
ground,
tried,
just
it
up
tried to
and
replace
gone, like a
20 different
Harrier.
jets at the same time, but they couldn't design
Yeah.
it well enough. So
Right.
now it's like 4 different versions of one jet, and it's one's the VTOL, one's the interceptor, one's the air superiority one. It's all different things now. They
I
couldn't
typed in
put it all in one.
F-35 and it said F-35 for sale. I'm like, what? And I'm like, oh, F-350. Oh, like what? You could buy an F-35?
Got $2 billion to spare. Why not?
Let's see if the bank will approve me for
Yeah.
payments.
I was gonna make that joke. I was like, yeah, but I've driven an F-150 before.
Yeah. I cruise in the older model. Stealthiest fighter. It doesn't say. Yeah, I think you're right, Eric. I think it is. Just it can be outfitted with
It could
different.
be, yeah. That was
roles.
the original concept, and why I was like bidded to be like the best one of them all, to do them all at one shot, but they
Yeah,
never make it
there's
work.
the F-35 A, B, C. Yeah,
Mhm.
there's different types. Huh.
I
Looks cool
think it
though.
was like, I
Love it.
want to say like 100 and some billion over a continued development program spent on this plane. And it's like that, but it's like, yeah, the big conspiracy is that it's like other development stuff brought into that one as like a as all in one folder kind of thing. It's hidden away all the other projects. So like other top secret shit all
Total
rolled into one.
projected cost for now is
Mhm.
1.7 trillion. As of right now,
Trillion,
it's
trillion.
1.3 trillion because they've been trying to develop it for
Oh,
66 years apparently, according to
yeah,
this
yeah.
Lockheed Martin's.
Lockheed Martins, yeah.
That's crazy.
But the conspiracy is like, yeah, it's like this other conspiracy. It was like this as this other project, this other secret project, kind of all in one.
They're on lot
It's like
number
a
14 right now. They're doing, and each one costs roughly $78 million. Each one.
You
Yeah.
can't even buy one with a Lotto Max winning.
no.
Yeah, and if you get the short takeoff and landing variant,
Mhm.
that's $101 million. And if you get the carrier variant, that's the C version, that's 94.4. That's the VTOL short range, quick up
Yeah.
and go, and yeah. Ah, so so cool. I love that
Yeah.
shit, man. That's sweet.
No. Yeah. I love it.
And
And
Canada's
then you
gonna buy
crash
how
one.
many of them? Yeah, did he
Oh
crash it?
yeah.
Ah, whole country's
I
economy.
flew into a little
right
bit of birds. Fuck.
You just crashed like country's whole GDP
Yeah.
in one shot. Like
Yeah, in
like
one
are you
plane.
yeah, one plane. Like god damn, you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, but you could take on, half the known world's air force with that thing,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, true. If
Guaranteed,
you're ever
but
gonna need it to use
if
it.
you have
Yeah.
enough gas money for it,
Yeah.
fuck. The price of gas is a little too high. It's deadly, but I can't afford to fly it.
Yeah, you're paying that much the jet worth and fuel premiums.
Yep. Need another jet to travel out there, to carry it out there. Stupid.
Oh yeah.
Stupid. Good stuff. But yeah.
And you put it on a rocket. Shoot the rocket and then like
Yeah.
off the rocket.
Yeah. Into the stratosphere. Let
One
it
thing I'd
use
speaking of
orbit, gravity to
planes and stuff to
cruise.
watch as well. One thing I always end up watching every now and then on YouTube. I love watching like the refueling scenes you see of aircraft midair. Like those are so
Yeah.
cool to watch. Like that's
Yeah.
crazy to think about. Like you're going like however 100 miles per hour in midair with this rod sticking in and it's the fuel up to get. Like that's so freaking
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
And just see trying to hit like the size of an orange from like 40 feet away with a stick while the other
Right.
plane's going as fast too. I was like, fuck me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's crazy because I've seen some TikToks of military photographers and videographers sitting on a big fueling plane. The hangar doors open, so he's sitting on, like near the edge, and he's filming it in like beautiful like 4K video. And oh man, it's so sweet. And I was like, man, I wonder if you can get a job, like an actual like apply for that job. And you can actually be like a military photographer / cinematographer, and it's like, damn.
But you have to go for training though. You probably have to do.
Yeah,
some
you still have to do
training.
basic training. You still have to know how to defend yourself.
You still have a rank, a military rank. You're not a civilian
Yeah.
being contracted out with like no.
You're still part of the.
You're still part of the military. It's just a division of it you can do, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get glorifying shots. Yeah,
That's what they do, man. That's why they pay the big bucks
pump
for
people
it.
up. Yeah,
Yeah.
get some sweet shots, man. They fit you out with a nice camera and lens. It's like,
Mhm.
is it worth the risk getting shot to keep a nice camera?
Yeah.
And if you're good
I think
enough,
that's what didn't Jeff Ramsey from Rooster Teeth use a army
That's what he was.
photographer?
That's what he was. It's right. Army photographer.
I'm pretty
That's
sure
what
that's
he
what it was.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. That would be an interesting job for sure.
Mhm.
You still carry rifle on, but you just hang out with the guys and you just follow them to like stick close and make sure
Mhm.
you do what they say and whatever, and you just take pictures.
Oh, well, it's like that
Yeah.
one guy from let's say Private Ryan. What's the
We were soldiers.
We Were Soldiers, yeah.
Yeah.
That one guy, that one
Yeah.
journalist who was there the whole time, like, I'm not a fighter. It's like too fucking bad.
Yeah.
Here's a gun, protect us, right? And
Right.
you just see like it screws him up, but it's such
Yeah.
such a good movie too. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. That'd be
Mhm.
crazy.
Mm-hmm. It would be crazy.
Great.
Or you would have to be crazy.
Mhm.
Do that.
You would have to be, yeah. Deliberately going out to like a war zone just to take pictures.
Mhm.
Hey, come on, man.
Mhm.
Come on, man. But get some
Maybe
good footage,
maybe you
though.
could be like the one that doesn't see like combat. You're just like taking the
You with the admirals in the
headshots
office,
at
headshots the whole
base.
time, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All portraits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basic training, people screaming at each other. Just like, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Get the fuck out of here.
I make 60 grand a year doing this. No, I don't know how much
Yep.
you'd make, but
Oh god,
If that.
if
I don't
that,
even know.
yeah, if that.
Yeah. And if you go overseas, you get hazard pay. It's like an extra 5 or 10% above your pay. It's retarded. It's not a lot of money, I don't think. But it's all straight income to you, right? Like, I mean, there's no rental fees and money, meals, travel expenses, nothing. You're just, yeah, everything's paid for you, all your accommodations. I think, if you're living on base.
I don't know if you're living
If you're
on
living
base,
on base.
yeah.
But I think
If
if
you
you're
live on
living in,
base.
do
yeah, if you're
soldiers
renting,
have
like,
to pay income tax?
I'd assume so. They're still getting paid a wage.
That's interesting.
I think I want to say yes, but it depends on how they're set up to be paid, I guess. Yeah.
American military, many states waive income taxes, housing allowances, combat pay, or cost of living adjustments isn't taxed.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, but as long as if you remember the military served in a combat zone, your income may not be taxed by the. This is all U.S.
American
I
though.
typed in
Yeah.
Canadian. What the fuck? Yeah, I don't know. I think you do get
It may not
taxed.
be
I think you
listed
are
like, yeah.
taxed. This is
I
Canada.
think
Let's be
so. It's
real.
Canada, of course. Yeah,
Come on,
everybody's
this is
taxed.
what we do.
Yeah.
But they get way bigger tax breaks and bigger returns.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, probably.
But yeah, it doesn't say on here tax relief. Yeah, they have tax relief they give to their soldiers, but that's not the same as not paying taxes.
Interesting.
Yeah, you think they'd be exempt from that?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's weird. The government's paying them money, tax it. I guess if you work for the government, it's the same as working for the government, I guess.
Technically, yeah, it would be the same as that.
I suppose, even though it's
also like you're fighting wars and shit. So I don't know.
you're getting shot at.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit like that. But whatever. It's just a government job,
Yeah.
contract work. Basically, if you look at it that way, right? Just doing some contract work. How much time for? 3 years. Yep. Okay.
Pretty much.
3-year contract.
Yep.
They got a social fund they have to pay on their paycheck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great job, boy. Great job in the operation, boys.
Yeah.
Here's your paycheck. We took $50 for the social fund.
Right. Yeah. So we can get you a blueberry flavored steak in your bags of food. Yeah.
It's the Admiral birthday next week.
Yeah.
We're using the social fund to get him a gift.
Flying a stripper out to the cruiser. He'll be real happy. Boost morale.
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck. Yeah.
Pizza party.
Pizza party, yeah. The boys are pretty stressed out. All right, let's get some pizzas out here for these boys.
Yeah. Pizza party.
This will fix them right up.
They just got shot at by insurgents. I give them a pizza party.
Yeah.
Let's splurge for 2 liter of Coke. He'll be happy.
Lost half the platoon. Pizza party will fix these boys' spirits. We'll get them back in the game in no time. Fuck yeah, man. It works for everybody else.
Yeah.
Apparently.
It's just that easy. Yeah.
Fucking pizza parties suck a fart out of my ass, man. Pizza parties. Everyone's gonna quit. Okay, we're gonna get some pizza in here. Yeah. You fucking donkey. Anyway, we're not going there.
We're not going there. No,
we're not going there. Fuck. Just some
Speaking
plain.
of soldiers, Tyler just had PTSD.
Yeah,
You just triggered a
exactly.
Vietnam flashback. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
just like war sounds in my head. Pizzas everywhere. Yeah, that would be something though.
Mm.
Just fucking planes flying over top, dropping little pizza boxes with little
Cars
parachutes on them.
with box of pizza, yeah.
That one's a Hawaiian. Catch it. Just getting
Let it
shot at,
burn,
dropping
fuck.
pizzas on people.
Ah, shit, I got beef and onion. What the fuck? Who
God
ordered
damn it.
this?
Oh, I got the deluxe. Who the fuck ordered a deluxe? Yeah. Funny.
Funny
Yeah.
stuff. Funny stuff.
Mhm.
We're funny sometimes, guys.
We can be, yeah.
It can be, yeah.
Yeah.
I watched a couple things this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I watched The Terminal List on Amazon Prime.
I
Oh,
was
yeah.
curious about that. I'm kind of like got Chris Pratt like
I know, same. It's like,
exhaustion.
what's
Yeah,
he in?
I was also aware of that. I was like, he's a little oversaturated right now in the
Mhm.
market.
Yeah.
But I actually enjoyed it quite a bit.
It's a movie or a series?
It's a series. It's 8 episodes.
Okay.
And they're all out right now.
Yeah. I've heard it's okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think Rotten Tomatoes has like 40%, but it's like
really?
not anywhere near that bad.
No.
Like it starts out and it's like, okay, is this just gonna be like a regular ass,
Mhm.
revenge flick? His soldier squad gets murdered or dies in a mission or something, and like,
Mhm.
oh, is it a conspiracy? But like the thing is, there's like they put a little bit of a twist on it where like in the mission, he like suffers like a concussion and brain trauma. So is it a conspiracy or is like his memory just like fucking with him because he's got a concussion and that sort of thing?
Oh, yeah.
And like it makes it kind of a interesting twist on that. And then
Yeah.
and it's actually pretty like hardcore too, like some of the kill scenes and stuff like that. It's like
I
oh
heard there's
shit.
a home breaking scene that's pretty bad
Mhm.
or something from somebody or something like that. I'll have to see.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
But
if you think it's good, then I might watch it, I guess.
The ending, they trip up a little bit on the ending, I thought, but overall, I think I enjoyed it pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was gonna say I also watched something, but it's a big rant though.
Oh shit.
You ever?
Yeah. So you all know that Resident Evil came out for Netflix.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't aware till like 2 days ago before I saw the thing.
Yeah, did they like not ever advertise that at all? Like
Only way I knew about
Apparently-
it was I saw a Times Square
Yeah.
thing on TikTok about it. It's the only way I
Yeah.
knew about it on Friday. I'm like, oh, it's out, and oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
I
was
didn't
a
even know they
couple
were
of
making
like,
one.
yeah. Well, I'd heard about it right around the same time when they were making Welcome to Raccoon City.
Mhm.
That movie I also watched, and I'm like, okay, this is a new low for Resident Evil. This is the worst. That's that one we were watching the trailer for, Scott. You
Yeah,
said
and I was like,
tired of them putting twists on the famous songs.
yeah, no, I thought like
Oh,
maybe
yes.
that was the Netflix series. I'm like, no, that's a different movie. So I
No.
don't know.
They were being
No.
made at the same time.
Hmm.
So this
Oh.
TV show, it's got the concierge at the hotel from John Wick, the black guy.
Oh
What's
yeah,
his
yeah,
name?
yeah, yeah.
He's really cool, like
Yeah.
great
I was-
actor.
yeah. I was thinking of
He-
Vulcan.
Yeah, he's
This
in
is Salamander.
right.
Lance
He's in
Reddick.
that's right.
Yes.
He's the main guy in it. He's
Hmm.
Albert Wesker, and I'm like, okay, well, whatever.
Okay, yeah, whatever.
Whatever.
I
You
can
know
see
what?
that,
Hey,
yeah.
whatever, man. And it's basically like
Hold on a second.
20 or what?
He's not white. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Shut up. So it's like 30 years or 20 years after the Raccoon City incident, which takes place like whatever 1990 or whatever 1998. They fucking nuke the city. They take all that and it's like official. It happens. And I'm like, okay, so they're going by that lore, okay. And the show starts off. I'm like, what am I even watching? These young girls are living with their single dad. They move to New Raccoon City. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And it's all like vegan and fucking like high tech, all this stuff. Everything is so high tech, yet these girls can take a phone recording of their dad's voice up to the fucking main security gate at the raccoon's head laboratory, voice verify, and they can get in and start a whole fucking like You said we're never gonna let what happened to Raccoon City happen again. But these two girls just took like a phone and they shone lights into the thing so they couldn't see their faces and they got in. Like, man, I could go on a whole fucking list of all this stupidity in this entire movie. Okay, the good things about this show is the creature effects were fucking really good. The violence was pretty good, but the story was so fucking bad. It was like I wrote the script for this show in grade 7. I wrote this thing in grade 7. And it's like, oh, it was terrible. It was so bad. I didn't give a fuck about any of the characters. Okay, another part. This fucking woman, she's been a scientist, whatever, and she's one of the kids. And it's weird too, the way it's filmed. It starts off like what happened in the past and what's been happening now since this outbreak started and the world ended. So she's created like this weird serum thing, and she wants to test it on live zombies. So like it's basically like a repellent. If you put it on yourself, zombies will just walk past you and whatever, right? So she wants to test the theory. So they're on this big ass cruise ship. She finally, like, this is like near the end of the season. I'm giving away spoilers, but I don't care because the show is so fucking stupid. Don't even waste your time. So anyway, it's like episode 6, and she went through all of this shit, and she's been trying to get to her daughter because, you know, like she's doing everything for her to keep her safe and let her have a future. Blah 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 blah. All this heartfelt teen angst garbage, fucking stupidity, man. Like fuck off. So anyway, she gets on a boat at night, sneaks off the boat, and all of these zombies are walking on the bottom of the water, like in this cold water. She fucking takes this pole and pulls one of them out of the water. They're dormant when they're cold, and like rows back to the ship, hoists this fucking zombie onto the boat, brings it into the lab in the middle of this ship, puts ratchet straps on her, and is going to test it, but her daughter walks in, and the zombie gets out and goes after the daughter. I'm like, Carly, I can't watch this anymore. This protagonist is like the antagonist now, because she's so fucking stupid. She's going to get everybody killed, and she pretty much does, too. Like, and she's the whole reason why it is just so dumb. It is so stupid. There's just no thought process. The acting is so bad. And then the guy, Lance Reddick, plays 8 different versions of himself because he's a clone. And I'm like, they brought clones back, and that's where they fucked up in the movies. Like, what the fuck? So he plays like a half retarded version of himself. He plays like a super like gangster version of himself, and then he plays the actual Wesker, where he can like time jump, like he's super fast and fuck shit up. And him dying in a volcano, Resident Evil 5, that's actual lore. Oh my god. I'm stopping right now because I can go on all night. It's so bad. It is so bad. I'm like, oh, Lance, what were you doing, man? Like, you could have done so much better. It's bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. And they're planning on making a second season. I'm like, how? How did this even get greenlit? Like, oh my god. It's so bad. It's so bad. The only reason why I kept watching was because there was enough action to kind of keep me somewhat, in it.
What's the score for right now? Resident Evil?
It's one of the worst TV shows I've ever watched, man. Yeah.
Damn shame.
Resident Evil series reviews. What do we got here? 53% on Rotten Tomatoes, 3.5 out of 10 on IMDb.
If you take all of Resident Evil, like the games,
just pick one,
and like in all the other media and stuff like that, is it mostly garbage at this point?
Almost every film and TV adaptation has been pretty terrible.
And there's been movies like some pretty shitty games too.
Well, after Resident Evil 5. Resident Evil 5 was starting to go downhill.
Like 6 people hated 6.
6 was not that great. It was mostly an action.
It was an action game. It wasn't a horror game.
And then they released 2 animated movies in between those releases to tie in the story. Those were not that great either. And then they made Resident Evil 7, which was okay. And then once you got to the end, then it was like, oh, no, now it's just back to being stupid, action-packed again. And then Village was...
Same thing.
Like, kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Like, it's fun game. It's a good, fun action game, but...
There's like Operation Raccoon City was also crap, too.
That was terrible. Yeah, I started playing. I'm like, I'm not enjoying this. This is really dumb. And then Outbreak, I played on PlayStation 2. That was supposed to be like an online co-op game where you play a character that each have different. That was actually pretty interesting. You're trying to get out of the city because it's about to get nuked. So you have only like 2 hours to get out, and everybody has different abilities to help each other try and get out. So that was not bad. I could just never. I didn't have internet connection out in the boonies, so I tried playing solo and it didn't work at all. But yeah, like Resident Evil, the remakes were really good, except for Resident Evil 3 remake. It was not good. It was like an hour and a half long. The graphics were great, but it was just another action, stupid, fucking woke game again.
I
Like,
heard 2 was the best one so far.
yeah, 2 was excellent. Excellent, excellent. They took what worked, they put that in there, and they expanded on it, and it was amazing. And they made it fucking
Did I
terrifying
hear that
too.
4 is getting a remake too as well?
It is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So that'll be good. See, I was okay. I don't know. I like sticking with just the conventional zombies, but I guess to go in a different direction, that was a pretty cool way of doing it. That was pretty sweet.
That revitalized the series, I think, because it was kind of stagnant, wasn't
It
doing
was, yeah.
so good. Then
Oh, I
4 came
played,
out and boom,
yeah.
everyone's playing it again.
Because I played
Yeah.
all of them almost. I even played Dead Aim, where you have to use like the controller gun on it.
Yeah.
No.
That was so bad. I bought the controller for it and everything. I'm like, this is
The
fucking
zapper.
dog shit.
Yeah.
I still beat it because I had to. That's like the show. After the first episode, I'm like, this is the worst I've ever seen, but I have to watch it because I'm a Resident Evil fan. I have to torture myself to watch it and see how bad it actually gets.
I typed in Resident Evil series, and first thing that popped up was an article from IGN. Netflix's Resident Evil series is the strongest adaptation yet. I'm like, wow,
No.
Tyler's saying the complete opposite here. Shit.
No,
But it's
is
IGN though, so that's
IGN is
part of the course from them.
on just about everything.
But strongest yet. I mean, the bar is pretty low.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I suppose. I think honestly the best would be Resident Evil Apocalypse, which is the second of the movie series. I think is the best, closest adaptation of 3 and 2 probably.
Yeah, that's one
pretty good.
The second
with
one,
Nemesis.
right?
That's the second one with
Yes,
Nemesis.
that one's I
and the liquors and
yeah,
that one was pretty good. I went to the theater for
Yeah.
that one. That one was good. Yeah,
Mhm.
there's good jump scares. It's got good characters in there. But then near the end, Alice has like the mind powers. I'm like, then it ruined the movie for me. So
And just a scene with Nemesis for walking up the stars or hidden out in the little red basement. Nemesis walks up with the machine gun and the minigun and the rocket launcher. Like, oh fuck, here we go.
yeah, just cuts them all down.
Cause some shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet.
Mhm.
If they would have taken Alice out of that movie, they would have been perfection.
Well, that was a movie thing specifically, wasn't it? Because Alice wasn't in any of the games, was she? No.
Nope. She was completely
'cause
created.
I came into the
series.
first movie, and the first movie was like very like different and weird, but yeah.
Yeah.
And
then they went to Extinction, where it was post-apocalyptic, like the world had already ended. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? But it actually wasn't that bad of a movie. It's a terrible representation of the games, but
as a series by itself, wasn't.
Yeah, but it wasn't bad as a standalone. If it was a standalone movie, it was pretty good. Then everything after that was just really bad. But yeah. Yeah. You said you watched a couple of things, Scott. What else did you watch?
Oh, I also watched Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Ooh, how is
I
that? I really want to watch that.
That movie's fucking awesome.
Is it? It looks really good.
I saw the trailer for it. I don't know what to expect with this, but then I heard some reviews like it's really good. I'm like, oh,
it's like a
check it out now.
Weird,
fucking batshit insane.
Yeah.
And crazy and hilarious.
Yeah.
And like great action scenes.
Yeah.
But also like really emotional too at the same time. It's like,
oh wow.
It's just like like the full fucking spectrum of everything.
Nice.
And
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah, I rented it off of Amazon for $6.
Yeah.
But yeah. That movie's crazy.
Yeah, it's got
like,
great reviews.
I don't even know how you rate a movie like that. It's nuts.
Daniel. I don't even know who these guys are. I gotta find out what the filmography background these guys have. What has he worked on? Oh, he directed Swiss Army Man. Huh. Which I heard was a weird movie, but also kind of good.
That's the one where like
interesting. Yeah, it's got
Harry Potter,
guy,
right?
He's dead, and the other guy's like using him to cope with being stranded on this island or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one.
That's fucking weird. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know how to like to explain like what the movie's about. Like there's wild. Like multiverse stuff where there's an evil entity and like it's eventually coming for this one woman, and this one woman like gets little devices that's like allows her to tap into like other multiverses where she's like, you know, oh, in this multiverse, instead of coming to America, she stayed in China, and then she got mugged, but she was saved by a kung fu master. So then she like started training with the kung fu master and became a kung fu movie star in this universe. So like all those skills get like downloaded to her, and then now she's able to do like kung fu and shit like that.
So whenever she jumps to a different version, she gets all that experience?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Instead of seeing another version of yourself, you just... So she doesn't see other versions of herself?
She does see other versions of herself.
Oh, she does.
Yeah.
But she shares the same ability. Oh, that's interesting.
Very, check that out too.
I'm gonna have to check that out. When I saw the trailer, I'm like, what the fuck is this? This looks wild. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that by A24 or no?
A24,
It is A24.
Yeah, they're all over the place, those guys,
are,
man.
Yeah.
The husband is Short Round from Indiana Jones.
No way!
I was like, this guy looks really familiar.
Dr. Jones!
Yeah.
Dr. Jones!
Dr. Jones! Shit. Is that the Ki Hui Kwan or whatever? Waymond
Wang?
Waymond Wang?
Yeah.
And that is Jamie Lee Curtis. I'm like, that looks like Jamie Lee Curtis.
Well, Jamie Lee Curtis is great in this.
Yeah. Just a mean old bag. From the trailer. That's awesome.
Yeah. She's like plays an auditor because they're auditing this Chinese family or whatever for because they run a laundry business or something like that. And yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to watch it then.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the reviews. They're all like in the 9s, 8.5, 9. That's sweet. That's awesome. And such a like I mean, I recognize Michelle Yeoh. Like I'm seeing her in stuff before, but that's awesome that she's like the lead in something like this. That's sweet. Yeah, you're gonna have to watch that for sure.
Yeah.
After Children of Men, I still haven't.
I need to watch that still before.
Watch that for Wednesday. Yeah.
Yes, got to get on it. I see we already have a review from our faithful listener.
Yes. Yes.
Watch that. And...
He's ahead of us.
Yeah.
Well, I've already seen it, but I need a refresher for sure.
Yeah. I haven't watched that tonight, maybe.
Yeah. Might have to.
Yeah. Well,
cool.
Anything else before we get out of here?
I finally caught up on The Boys.
Oh, yes.
Finished that.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Hero-gasm, baby.
That episode kept me laughing the whole fucking time. I did not stop.
Oh,
like, holy fuck.
Poor MM. Oh my god. Oh my god.
But we'll save it for the podcast.
Yeah.
Save it for Friday, maybe. We'll see.
Sure.
Yeah, we could do a season review on a Friday. That sounds like a good idea.
That's a good idea. I think we have enough to talk about for that, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to do it for today's podcast. Thank you so much for watching on YouTube. Like, subscribe, comment. You can share with a friend. If you're listening on a podcast service, leave us a rating, subscribe, and then head over to our Facebook page. You can submit a question for Ask Us Anything, and you can submit your reviews for Children of Men. We're doing that on Wednesday, so get those in quick if you want us to read those. And yeah, we'll talk to you again Wednesday for Movie Club. Adios. Goodbye.
See ya.
See yas.